Airport. Haven't been in the airport in years. Normally I drive where I'm going, but I'm going to a conference in Minnesota with my wife. So I'm out here at the airport. Let's take a little quick peek. We're sitting over here in the cafe area. We'll arrive pretty early so that wouldn't be a chance that we would be late for the flight. So everything is going good. I didn't get a chance to check in last night. I was finishing up some work. So I decided to wait until early this morning and give you an update about what's going on. So yeah, everything is going smooth. I'm still editing that project that I was talking about yesterday, the one for the student, the teacher in New Jersey. So everything is going smooth with that. It's taken long because it's really tedious. When you're working with student content, sometimes you got to pay really close attention because they have a tendency not to be so prepared as you would hope they would be. But it's going smooth. I'm making good progress. And I'm also still continuing to work on that series I created. So I've been putting together some more episodes. They're all short, about 16 seconds. And it's doing pretty good. I'm getting a lot of views, and you guys are sharing it, and I appreciate that. So what I plan to do next with that is probably on a weekly basis, I will release maybe every other day. I don't want to inundate you with too much content, so I'm going to make sure that each one is a little better than the last one. It's a challenge. Honestly, it's a challenge creating a beginning, middle, and end. And then also, you're familiar, I've been talking about Sora 2, so you're familiar with it. I see there's a lot of chatter about it, and it is interesting. Again, I would call it beta. I would definitely call it beta, and it's given me some good results. I'm thinking about moving to the pro version, so that's something that I'm considering. I'm going to let that final decision be made when I see how the results are coming in. Looking good right now, so I might continue to go forward with it. I have 2 other pilots that I put up. So go to my channel, take a look at those. You'll see them in the video section, and give those a few looks. Tell me what you think. Leave some information for me or some responses in a comment. I'll appreciate that. It's going to help me make the decision to see if those are going to get put in the queue also, the production queue. So that's going really well. I was in contact with the actor and writer I'm working with, and she had some good ideas. The first episode is released, and we're going to move on to number 2. At first, she wanted to possibly polish that first episode again, but she let some of her confidants, as I guess, take a look at it, and they were impressed with it. And so we're going to decide to go ahead and move forward. I told her our goal is to try to make each one better, instead of getting caught up trying to make the first one what we think is, the best. So that's the strategy. I use that a lot anyway. So what I'm planning to do now is start working with, and I'll talk about this in other videos, polishing the hooks. So that's my next goal. And there's a lot of things I want to do, and I decided, you can't do everything all at once. So I'm going to work on those hooks, and that's going to help me move forward and continue to populate the channel. So I'm going to get off of this now. I'll check back in with you later before we get on the flight and give you an update about what's going on. And again, out here at LAX, going on a little business trip. And we'll be back on Monday. And one other thing I wanted to mention too. I mentioned to you last week about those 2 auditions that I went on. I got called back on both. The one that I really wanted, I didn't get an official call back. I got a call back for some more content. They wanted to see my most updated reel. So that was still a plus. And the one reason I'm mentioning it now is because here's a little hook. I'm in the airport, and when I land, and hopefully everything is on time, I have a call back. So that's going to be kind of difficult. This is something I haven't done before, a callback in public. So, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I didn't want to tell my agent that, get them to try and move it, because they don't like that. When you get a callback, they want you to step in line and, not try to make any waves. So that's what I like to do also. I have experience on both sides of the table, so you don't want people from the very beginning. Soon as you have some type of commitment, you have problems, you have issues. So I'm hoping that the flight will land on time, and there's a 2-hour difference. So I'll have about an hour, so I'm cutting it kind of close. I'll have about an hour leeway to get there on time. And again, I'll just have to make it work. And what I probably will do is stand, as I'm looking here in the airport, I'll probably stand against a blank wall and use that as my backdrop. Because like I told you before, like you see the backdrop I have now, this won't work with people walking by, and I already have to deal with the public address system. And I'm gonna have that no matter where I'm at in the airport. So that's just part of the issue that I'm gonna have to deal with. And hopefully the producer won't get too freaked out by that. But if they do, there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm in this situation where I'm traveling, and I wanted to keep their schedule and not try to get in there and have them change it just for me, because they're seeing a few people. And from my experience, they're probably seeing maybe 10 people. So I'm probably one of 10 people they're considering. So I don't want to be the one person who tries to get some kind of change for their schedule. So we'll see how that goes. And again, this is the first time I've done a callback in public. And again, I'll probably stand somewhere, try to find the most quiet place in the airport, which is going to be difficult, but I'll find some place to step aside and do it there. So that's about it for now. Check back in when you feel later. Probably tonight, once I'm at the hotel where we're staying. So take it easy. And remember, go check out the content below and look at some of those playlists. I'll appreciate that. All right, talk to you soon.